Alright, all you merrymakers and present checkers out there, welcome back to Music Village. And apparently, according to the maestro, that was just all a ploy to push Dan the Weatherman Stew's Christmas merchandise, and the CD might not even release. Oh, that's good. And with that bit of good news out of the way, folks, I think it's time for us to spread a little Christmas cheer with some games from a planet far away from here and from the Steam Machine of Light for a very special Christmas edition of the Friday Night Greenlight. And the first game that we have up comes from the itch.io page of Modus Interactive with their said game, Snow of Basita. And according to the maestro, it's called The Snow of Basita. Alright? And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of Dragon Quest with a little hint of Legends of Zelda in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game they give you a companion to help you search through the first snowfall of this place. Cause I got a feeling there's something going on more than a snowfall that's happening in this small mountain town. And according to the maestro, it may be aliens, but I'm not gonna go that far into it, so moving on to the next game, besides alien speculations that may be hiding in the snow like the Thing, comes from the itch.io page of one man known as Vector Hat, nice name by the way, with their said game, Super Radical Solitaire. And this automatically reminds me of a combination of the classic game of Solitaire with a little hint of Minesweeper in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that you can actually put a flag to prevent you from running into any of the bombs during the Minesweeper parts. Cause I got a feeling if you actually run into a bomb in the Minesweeper parts for this game of Solitaire, it'll restart all of the cards you had back to the regular deck. You know, as a penalty. The only penalty I can really think of for this game. And besides minesweeping penalties in a game of Solitaire, folks, the next game that we have up comes from the itch.io page of Ryan K. Vendel with their said game, Santa Silent Night. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only Missile Command, but a little hint of the Snake game in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future, besides having all of the classic reindeer, they also give you a chance to use Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer as a railgun of sorts to prevent the other crazy things that is preventing you from trying to deliver gifts. Which, according to the maestro, may be the Christmas spirit is what's preventing you from delivering these gifts. Really? Well, I wouldn't put it past the Christmas spirit to try to stop Christmas altogether in some weird Twilight Zone-like universe. But you got a feeling Rod Sterling is behind this game some way, shape, or how. But before we go into any Twilight Zone speculations, folks, and speaking of the Twilight Zone, the next game that we have up comes from the itch.io page of It's the Mako with their said game, Pit of Babel. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of Tetris, Hellraiser, and Doom all in one beautiful package. And also reminds me a little bit of the Tamagotchis I used to have as a kid, because you have to end up feeding a couple of these things to make new Tetris pieces to build your Tower of Hell of sorts. And here's hoping in the near future for this said game that you can actually keep one of these things as a pet instead of feeding it off into a giant oversized hellish tower. Cause according to the maestro, it may make for a good pet. But then again, any pet that has giant oversized teeth like that and look like it's made out of human flesh would not make a good pet for anything. I don't care what you say, maestro. And the next game that we have up, besides Hellraiser-like creatures that the maestro want to keep for pets, what, you think this is Hellraiser Hellworld? That would never work. Well, to get back on track, folks, besides Hellraiser, the next game we have up comes from the developers KPK Pixels with their said game, White Outers. And this game game automatically reminds me of a combination of Quarantine with a little hint of Rec 2 in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that you get a little bit of backup to help you clear out each and every one of these rooms that may be filled with demonic, demon-like creatures that will try to infect you. And according to the maestro, you get a pistol and a partner to help you out, but here's hoping you get a shotgun just in case the numbers get too great. And with that small narrow hallway and the number 24 out of 5 over there, yeah, I got a feeling you're gonna be in for a real fight. So here's hoping you can upgrade your weapons and get a shotgun as well. And the next game that we have up comes from the developers Chan Entertainment with their said game, Save Christmas. And this game automatically reminds me of the candy-coated massacre game that would be featured for Adult Swim in Christmas-like form. And here's hoping in the near future, seeing the fact that you already get a grenade launcher and an AK-47 to take out a whole bunch of what appears to be zombies trying to stop Christmas, here's hoping you also get a flamethrower as well to prevent a whole zombie horde from getting next to the presents as well. And according to the maestro, that may not be in the game, but the grenade launcher can be upgraded. Alright, I'll take it. And the last but not least game, besides Mrs. Santa Claus doing all the work Santa Claus should have done in the game we mentioned prior, comes from the developers Sky Vu, nice game developer name by the way, with their said game, Battle Bears 1 Zombies. And this game automatically reminds me of a wave combat version of the game Naughty Bear, especially with the fact that the bears are trying to jump and hug you all while you're holding on to a rocket launcher or a crossbow. Yikes. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that not only they give you something a little bit stronger than a rocket launcher, and hear me out, maestro, because the reason why I say that is because of the page 6 picture you showed me before with that giant oversized deadly teddy bear. Yeah, here's hoping there's something strong enough to take that thing out, along with the fact that you can play alongside with your friends for a little bit of backup to take it out as well. Cause I got a feeling my sister, with my help, we can dominate that giant oversized bear, no problem. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out any other cool games that comes from a planet far away from here, yet close enough to be beamed into your house in time for Christmas, you can head on over to the Free Game Planet page, only known as freegameplanet.com, to check out a whole bunch of cool games that are just out of this world. And if you also want to go ahead and check out any other games that was featured on the Steam machine and still coming in via the cargo ship, cargo plane, or even subterranean train that is currently rumbling underneath your toes, then you can head on over to the store.steampower page, only known as store.steampower.com, and click ever so lightly on that upcoming button, as well as clicking on that Indy button as well, to check out a whole bunch of cool and crazy games that can double over as a cool Christmas present that may not even cost you a single cent. Yeah, so it's the gift that keeps on giving. And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back to the music, and when we return, we'll be back with yet another new, very special DJ Smokey's True Christmas Video Game Stories right after this. So don't go away just yet, folks, and stay tuned.